Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'd just have a little chat with you guys whilst I do my makeup. Just do something that's super chill. There are a few things on my mind, so I thought, yeah, I would come and chill and sit with you and just chat. I'm probably not gonna talk too much about what I'm using in the video today, but I'll try my hardest to link everything in the description box. But I just want today to be a bit more of a chatty kind of video than anything, so I hope you don't mind. As you can tell by the title, I am going to be trying out the fox eye makeup trend. As with all things, I'm always late to a trend. I don't know why. Whenever things are a trend, I just like don't get into it. And with this particular makeup trend, I'm not sure if a lot of you will know, but you know, there's been a huge uproar about this trend. It's come to a lot of people's attention that it's quite offensive to Asian people. For a while I just didn't really want to talk about it. I was bothered by it, but not bothered enough to say anything, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna let it slip. But I don't know, over the past couple of weeks I've just felt really, I don't know, I just wanted to say something. Basically just give my thoughts on the whole trend and yeah, just what I think about it, if anyone cares. With a lot of things that happen, I find it really hard to like speak up about things. I think it's I'm just gonna say it's like a really Asian thing, or at least it's been really instilled in my brain, like growing up, and my parents to really just be silent about things. Really ingrained in like especially Chinese immigrants to be silent about things because you don't want to stir the pot, you don't want to draw attention to yourself or cause any problems. And so I've definitely, I guess, lived like that throughout my life. So I've been silent throughout a lot of things. Throughout my life, things that bother me, any racial things that bother me, I've always just been silent. And it's only recently, since the Black Lives Matter movement, obviously, that I've tried to start speaking out a lot more on Instagram. At least I try to support as much as I can. And even though it was something that I knew I supported and I knew exactly what I felt about it, I still found it really hard to put into words and to share that, just because yeah, I have just grown up without really speaking up about anything. With everything that's going on, I've just come to realize I don't want to do that anymore, and that's just not what's going to happen. And from now on, I guess if things bother me or just anything like that, I just want to start speaking up, especially when it has to do with race and things like that. I feel like on this channel I haven't really talked much about myself, my identity, my race, anything like that. Just because it's a really weird topic for me. I feel like this could be a whole other video, by the way. I probably won't go into it too much in this video, but it's a whole other topic, you know. I feel like with a lot of Asians that grow up in a Western society, they just they have some sort of like identity crisis, and I definitely have had that, and so I haven't really wanted to do a lot of like Asian things on my channel. If you don't know, I'm Chinese Australian, so my parents are both Chinese, but I was born in Australia, so I'm legally an Australian citizen, and I identify myself as an Australian, but obviously when people look at me, you know, I look Asian. So yeah, that's been a whole like identity crisis in itself for me. Maybe I'll do a full video about, you know, just my, I guess, experiences growing up Asian in a Western society. I don't know. We are doing the fox eye makeup trend today, and I just wanted to talk about, I guess, to anyone that didn't really understand why a lot of Asians were offended by it. I guess I just wanted to talk to you about that and tell you how I feel about it, what my stance is, and just have an open, honest conversation about it. You know, I want to educate people as to why that was such a thing, and why it angered a lot of people, why it is offensive. I'm not here to attack anyone or say anything, but I'm just saying what I think about the trend and how it affects me. The actual makeup look itself, this is what I want to clarify, the actual makeup look itself is not the thing that is offensive. It's the action of like pulling like photos of them, like literally pulling their eyes up like that, and it was just obviously, yeah, like a lot of people love doing like a nice winged liner that like makes your face look a lot lifted. That's like, it's one of my favorite makeup looks to do as well. I've done that specific kind of makeup look all the time. It's mainly just the action that they've done. And the reason why it affects a lot of people in the Asian community, especially, well, I can't speak for everyone obviously, but the reason why it, I guess, offended me is because, yeah, I definitely got really bullied when I was in primary school for being Asian. This is what a lot of Asian kids experience who grew up in a Western society. A lot of people, you know, mock us for our eyes. We get called ching, we get called PowerPoint because our eyes are like little slits like a PowerPoint, which is just disgusting. We just get called all of these things because of our eye shape, because our eyes are small, they're slanted. You know, I've definitely gone there. Can you even see everything? Like, can you only see 50% of things? Is everything smaller to you? I've definitely gotten all of that a lot, and I've definitely gotten people coming up to me about, oh, like ching chong. You know, it's definitely a big thing that has affected my childhood, how I see myself. It definitely did affect me a lot for a very long time as a child because of all of that. I just felt like my eye shape wasn't normal, it wasn't beautiful. I felt so ugly, literally to the point where when I was younger, maybe like 12, 13, I would put these little I still have them actually. Let me show you. I'm really coming clean right here. I've never ever been this open before on my YouTube channel, but I used to even take something like this. So it looks like this, the clear bandage something, I don't know, and you can see here I used to just take little scissors like this, cut little like rectangles out of them and stick them on my eyes, and it would give me this crease, because when I was younger I didn't have this crease. My eyes were just like really hooded, I didn't have a crease, and I thought it was so ugly, like so ugly. I legit just like hated the way I looked, to the point where I would put this tape on the inner corners of my eyes to give me this crease, makes my eyes look bigger. Obviously I still have hooded eyes, like this isn't a huge crease at all, but it did change how I looked, because I had like the mono lid. That's what I had. I had a mono lid, I didn't have a crease at all, and I absolutely hated it so much because of all that, because I felt so ugly because of all of the teasing and just that action in itself, literally for years when I was growing up in the ages of like 12, 13, 14, I would put those on my lids, and I don't know how, I don't know how, but now these are natural. I don't do it anymore. Sometimes I will wake up and it's a little bit monolithy and I will put tape on, because yes, I am still like that. I am still, I guess, I still don't love the way I look when I have a mono lid. That's just, I'm gonna say it there. I still don't like the way I look because of it. It's just literally, that action in itself has damaged me so much that I still do not like the way I look. Still to this day, as a 22-year-old woman, if I wake up with a mono lid, I will still put that tape on, because I do not like how I look without it. It is just the damage that single action has. That's the damage it's had on me anyway. I can't speak for, you know, anyone else, like I said. That was like, I've never been this vulnerable on my YouTube channel before, like ever. I don't even know if anyone will care or anything, but I just felt like I didn't even expect for all of that to come out. I was not planning on showing you the tape that I used. I guess it's out there now. It's like, that's like a common thing that, you know, that Asians will do. Maybe not with that medical tape, but if you go to Asia, if you go to any kind of Asian beauty store, they have like tape that it's like in the shape of a, I don't know what, it's like, I'll put it on screen maybe, but it's like there's a specific tape for it. That's how badly Asians just want to look like Westerners. It's actually really messed up. Like, it's so messed up. Anyway, let's finally go into the eyes. That's a little backstory on like how I feel about my eyes, how that just one little like action and the bullying has affected how I feel about how I look, and still affects me about how I look. And that is why so many people, so many Asians got really angry at the whole fox eye trend. Like, yeah, I just want to reiterate, it's not the makeup look itself, it's the action, because for so long we've been made to feel like eye shape and size and how eyes look wasn't beautiful. That's how we felt. Literally to the point where we wanted to change our eye shape with tape. And now, now when a couple of white girls appropriate it and they do that, oh my god, suddenly it's beautiful. Like, how unfair is that? I don't know if I'm bringing my point across right. I'm using the Naked Honey palette from Urban Decay. It's beautiful. We've never been made to feel like our eye shape was beautiful until some white girls decide to just do that. You know, that's kind of how I feel about that. That was a lot of feelings. I did not realize I was holding on to so much, but that's all come out now. So there you go. I'm glad that those feelings are out there now. I definitely from now on, I just want to start actually telling you guys a little bit more. I feel like a huge reason why my channel, I guess, has struggled to grow a lot is because I don't open up a lot about how I'm feeling and things that I'm struggling with and things I'm dealing with. And now I'm realizing a lot. Like, for like the past year, maybe a bit longer than that, I've been really struggling and trying to go on this whole journey about accepting my culture and accepting who I am and everything like that. It's been this lifelong journey of me not really liking that I am Asian, as sad as it is to say, and it still is like that, unfortunately. And so yeah, I definitely want to, I guess, if you guys want it, to start making more videos about that, about my journey, about what I've been doing. I've been just watching so many videos of like other Asians and their struggles growing up in a Western society, and they've really helped me. And so if I can do the same, I definitely want to like start making videos like that. And literally with the eyebrow thing as well, I wanted to touch on. With the eyebrow thing, like, people have been shaving off the end of their brow and then drawing on their brows a little bit straighter, like Asian brows. A huge like style of brow for Asians in particular is like that straight brow, not really an arch. I just didn't like that. Like, this is the thing, I wanted to look Western so badly. I have my eyebrows tattooed, so it's more of an arch. And now you're telling me it's a trend to shave off the end of your brow and draw them on straighter. Like, we're almost done with this makeup look and this rant. I swear, we're almost done, because I'm done. Those are the main things I wanted to say on here. Also, this gold eyeshadow is beautiful. Can you see that? That is beautiful. Clearly still very hurt by the bullying. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that all to come out. Let's do the wing. So the wing, I guess, is like it's like the main part. You really want to like bring it up really slanted. I don't know what word people would use, but you just want to bring it up, and it really gives a really beautiful wing kind of look. This is a look I always do. I just think it's so flattering on my eye shape. That is apparently now considered beautiful because Bella Hadid. Really, should I say thank you? No, I shouldn't. That's a bit too far. But I was gonna say, like, should I say thank you that now she's brought to light all of this stuff? And oh god. Anyway, I've watched a few videos that are like this one. You know, a lot of Asians talking about the fox eye trend, and it's really, I'm just really proud of all the people that have spoken up about it, because like I said, well, I can't speak for everyone, but for me, I feel like it's been ingrained into me from my parents that Asians don't really speak up. They stay silent a lot, and I feel like that is why a lot of racism towards Asians is like normalized now, because a lot of us don't speak up, and when we do, we're just told, oh, you're just being sensitive, or you're just looking into it too much, like don't overthink it. and I think that's why I never really speak up about things. And so I've just been watching heaps of Asians do this kind of video and talk about why the fox eye trend is wrong. It's really inspired me, obviously, to do this video because I'm filming it now, and it's just really inspired me to speak up a lot more. And I'm just really proud of just the Asian community, I guess, for like coming together and speaking up about this and saying it how it is. You just bring it up a lot more than you would, I guess, is the whole trick to this. Like, to me, I just saw this kind of as like it's just like a normal winged eyeliner look. Maybe because I do this kind of look all the time, I was like, why is it the fox eye trend? Like, why is this new? It's just like a wing, is it not? But I guess people who do like the shaving off the eyebrow and they do like high ponytails where it's literally like pulling their skin up, that's the whole fox eye trend. Which also, if you look at a fox's eye, that's not the shape of a fox's eye. So like, why is it called the fox eye trend? Someone please explain. Is that literally there's just them trying to like cover their tracks and be like, oh, it's not something to do with Asians, it's a fox? Like, no. And I guess I want to say, like, to all the people who are like, oh, yeah, like, don't get offended by it, it's not, they're not meaning to be offensive or whatever. I just feel like, you know, you can't really tell someone to not be offended by something. They're gonna be offended by whatever they are offended by, you know? Like, there's just no need to invalidate anyone's feelings, you know. And it's just being courteous and being, you know, to me, it's like, from a young age, I've never ever, because of the bullying that I got, I've never wanted to make anyone feel like this, or I've never wanted to offend anyone. Like, I've literally not gone out of my way, but it's been so ingrained in me to like never ever ever offend anyone. Like, it's like the same thing as like not saying the N word or any like the rude finger or like anything like that. I just like always steer clear of doing things like that because you just never know how it affects anyone. You know, like all those kids that like did that like thing to me, they were kids, they did not know what they were doing. Like, I know that now, but look, I'm 22 and it's still affecting me. I still keep that tape around. Like, so I just have never ever wanted to do anything that would, I guess, damage or hurt anyone in that way. And I feel like, you know, the fox eye trend, it's still recent, but it has passed a little bit, but I just still felt like it was I just still wanted to talk about it, you know. And there are probably still some people out there who don't really get why it caused such a fuss with the Asian community. And I just, obviously, as you can tell by this video, I am obviously really affected by it, and I wanted to say something. I'm not saying any of this for any kind of pity or like any, like, I don't want any like, I'm sorry, like, that happened, or like whatever. I'm not doing this for pity or anything. I literally just want people to understand little actions like that they might not even think about. It really does hurt someone. It does scar people. I literally, the point of this video is literally just to educate some people about the trend, about why it's problematic, just a little bit more about the Asian community, and I guess how things affect us, how things particularly affect me. You know, there aren't a lot of Asians in the YouTube beauty community as well, so if I can, you know, be that, I guess, representation for someone else, another young Asian girl who's like me and, you know, is having an identity crisis or whatever, like, I'm here to tell you that you are beautiful. Doesn't matter what these white girls are doing. I feel like I've really struggled to find a lot of Asian representation on YouTube, especially like Australian Asian. I feel like Asian Americans are like really, you know, they're really blowing up. There is a really solid Asian American community, which is amazing. Like, I love that. But I feel like there's not a lot of like Asian Australians, at least that I've seen anyway. Alright, that is the look and my rant done, I guess. That is the fox eye makeup look on my eyes. And yeah, this is kind of like the makeup look I do. Literally, this is my favorite kind of everyday kind of makeup. And those are just some of my thoughts about why the fox eye makeup trend was problematic, why it hurt some people, and I guess how I feel about myself. I want to reiterate that it is not the actual makeup that is offensive, it is that kind of action that has hurt so many Asians, that has hurt me so much and my self-esteem and how I look at myself, and that is why it's just not fair to us that, you know, some white girls start doing it, and it is such a cool thing now and everyone's doing it, but it's just not the makeup look itself. Attacking anyone, I'm not angry at anyone, I'm not angry at Bella Hadid or Emma Chamberlain or anyone. Like, I guess it is a good thing that this is now brought to light and a lot of Asians are speaking up, and it's been amazing to see, and I just wanted to be part of that as well. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Give this video a thumbs up, I guess, if you agree with me, or if you're at least, I guess, are understanding of what I'm saying. And if you are an Asian out there and you relate to me, please let me know as well. We all got to stick together, you know. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate. This is definitely so different to any of my previous videos I've ever uploaded. You know, I've never really been real and talked to you guys about things that really affect me. But like I said, I definitely want to start doing that a lot more. So please subscribe to my channel if you guys, you know, are interested in hearing more about my thoughts on things like this. I want to be more vulnerable with you guys and more open with you guys. So if you're interested in sticking around for that, please subscribe. And yeah, thank you again so much for sitting through this video. I know it was different, I know it wasn't as light and fun as usual, so if you have stuck to the end, I thank you so much. You deserve an award or something like that. I give you a virtual hug. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you hopefully in my next video. Bye. Mwah.